Fresca.
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 Fresca. Fresca. Fresca. Fresca.
Fresca? Fresca? Fresca.
What the fuck is a Fresca?
Welcome back to another episode of A Gamer Flavor.
Taking a few liberties with your car. Check it out. I added a rack for Madison devices back here.
What did you add for who? What now?
He added a Magnuson device.
I tweaked your onboard radar so the
powered by
show
hubris.
red on the dashboard unit now. Plus, it'll send a homing signal to your HEV suit in case you get separated from your car.
Oh, it tells me where my car is.
Nice.
I wasn't gonna.
Check this map.
Got that on my phone. It's a neat app.
We're right here at the south end of the valley.
It doesn't seem to mind that I'm just
Rest of
right
the
on him.
gang's up north by the old sawmill.
I mind. Stop it.
Head on up there, and they'll fill you in on the battle plan. I'll be staying here to watch.
You are here. Fuck you.
This looks like Africa.
Good luck out there.
You don't know where I'm at.
Where am I? I'm at the base. I'm right here.
Alright, cracking one open for Half-Life 2 on Gamer Flavor.
Jesus. Please tell me that's a Fresca.
Very fresh. Fresca. I don't think I've ever had a Fresca, but it sounds like a very dainty drink.
I actually don't. I don't think I. No, I have had a Fresca mixed with gin.
Well, it really worked for this moment, you know, where just the tone of the word. Are you gonna drink a Fresca?
You talking about the boys?
The boys.
Have you seen?
No, I have not seen The Boys. I was just talking about using Fresca in this moment to talk to me, even though neither of us actually know what a Fresca is.
Well, not to spoil it, but there is a parody of Scientology within The Boys, and they always start off by recruiting you into their cult by going Fresca, and then like passing a Fresca over to you.
Oh my god.
And then the people are just like, okay. And then they'll take. There's nothing in it. It's just a Fresca, as far as I know. But
the fuck is a Fresca?
It's like a non-alcoholic beverage. What am I supposed to be doing here?
Adding more of those to your car. I don't know.
Let's try that.
I wasn't paying attention. I've been thinking about Fresca. Fresca is a grapefruit flavored citrus soft drink. Fresca's like a fucking Sprite.
I guess so.
That's what it fucking looks like. Who knew?
Oh, okay. So my map is showing me where all these little Madison devices are.
Man, I thought you had a fucking illuminating thought about Frescas and the boys. I don't give a shit about... Frescas are 0 calories, come in black cherry, cherry citrus, citrus lime, grapefruit, grapefruit mint, lemon, lime, and peach. But when someone says a Fresca, when someone refers to a Fresca, you probably should think of the grapefruit one is what it's looking like based on this.
Okay. Grapefruit is the most common one?
You know what, now this, I can't even tell anymore. I thought it was, but... No, yeah, it is the grapefruit one. Man, Wikipedia has gotten really needy lately.
Oh yeah, they need money.
Well, one thing, the last time I donated was on my phone, and so they don't remember that on my computer. So on my phone they stopped asking me, but on my computer they still ask me for donations. So that being said, you see, I have donated to them. However, since then, you know, I was like, yeah, I love Wikipedia, I use it and it's free, here's some money to them, keep making it free. It would suck if, like, Nike paid to put ads on there, like, pays them $100,000 a year, and at some point, someone from Nike's like, man, it's that really shitty Nike page mentioning how we use these work camps in China to make shoes. It would be nice if it didn't mention that, you know, like... And that's why
Colonel Sanders runs Nike.
That's what I imagine the guy who runs Nike sounds like. What do you think he sounds like?
Oh, we have our younger workers. Interns. I like that.
So, they've sent Freeman, have they?
Oh
Good
my
man.
God.
His
We
voice
counted a
doesn't
dozen
match him at
Striders
all.
just north of us.
No, he looks just
Our
like all
job
the
is to
other
keep them from reaching
NPCs.
the base to the south. If they get close enough for one good shot at the silo, the whole launch is a bust. And in case Striders aren't
gonna
bad
bust.
enough, recon indicates they're being escorted by packs of hunters.
Oh shit.
Now, what I want you to do...
Attention!
Uh-oh.
North perimeter breach.
All right, people, this is it.
We have a Strider approaching from the cranes.
Hands in positions, go!
Where is it? Oh boy.
Now that he's done talking. So, I have donated to these Wikipedia people before, and I have donated to them at this time that they've been asking. Have you seen their most recent humble ask?
No, what is it?
It's awkward, but this Saturday we need your help. We don't charge a subscription fee. Thanks to the donations of 2% of our readers, Wikipedia remains open to all. It doesn't matter how much, it just matters that you give. Your donation will keep us thriving. Thank you. And this is the easy one. This is the light one. Like, there's one that's like full of emojis that's like trying to cater to our millennial sensibilities. It's ridiculous. And the thing that's bothering me now is Brad yesterday was like, they don't need your money. They have plenty of money. You can look up that they have plenty of money. And I was like, oh
Really?
no, I didn't do, yeah, I was like, I didn't do that. I believed him and I donated. I looked it up last night and yeah, it seems like they got plenty of money. They have millions and millions of dollars and they spend it on research and development.
Oh man, so they're just trying to get extra monies from us for no reason.
Yeah, I didn't put like hours and hours of research into it, but it seems that way. Since 2015, their portfolio has looked fine. So like, I don't know, if this thing was like, we need to keep asking you people for donations so we will have money for the next 20 years, 30 years, that'd be fine. But when I read these things, it sounds like they are gonna put ads on Wikipedia if I don't pay them $2 tomorrow. You know? Like,
Wonder if they're gonna do that, go to a service where it's like if you pay even $1, then you don't have ads, but you know, if you don't, you do.
well, it sucks if it becomes a more biased news source by having sponsors and advertisements and stuff. But I'd be willing to pay a subscription fee myself. Like,
yeah,
I
mean,
don't
it's
want to take this away from people who can't afford to pay the subscription fee. I don't want that. I think it's an amazing service that is free, especially because it used to be much more terrible. Now it's a pretty decent service. Like, the people who go on there and fill out the information take pride in what they do, and sometimes you'll have a war of people who, like, someone goes on there and erases a true fact, and someone goes on there and adds it back, and someone erases it, and someone... I've heard of that kind of shit happening, but I'm like, it's still, I think, a really good source, especially, like, most of the stuff that I look up, I don't think anybody's trying to... I'm not looking up political information on there. I'm like, which X-Man went back into the past that one time and into comic books?
I really like how they do kind of a knowledge map where, you know, if you
click
look
on
up,
a link in that story to get to another thing, like, and then you're just like 4 links balls deep into Wikipedia.
Yeah, so balls deep.
There's a Strider getting close to the base.
Oh shit.
When I was at work once, you were reading me X-Men Wikipedia stuff.
Oh yeah, we were talking about, like, I think what happened to the Phoenix or something.
That's how it started. So we're like, okay, we're gonna learn about what happened in the good comic books that were the Phoenix Force because the movie was terrible. And then it got all the way to, like, learning about not just Cage, but like someone else, like Scott Summers and Jean Grey's child who went back in the past. Like, all kinds of shit. Like, it was crazy.
I forget his name, but he is like a Omega level mutant.
Now you're just saying stuff.
No, it's supposed to be like...
I'm an Alpha Omega level mutant.
Like, the Phoenix, I think, is an Omega level.
Strider coming in from the water tower.
The Phoenix and Apocalypse are just pretty much gods.
Basically. but they have limits.
Honestly, and like Magneto is almost a god. He's maybe just an Omega level or whatever, but like
Oh
in
no,
the
he's not
movies,
Omega.
man, I've seen him in the movies move a bridge to an island so people could have a way to get behind him and fight him, you know?
Sure,
Like, what the
yeah.
fuck?
I mean, that is next level power, but he's not Phoenix level. Phoenix
He
can
can
just like
murder everybody in the movies. You know, like they
But
take
he couldn't
Quicksilver
bring them
out because he
back.
solves all the problems. Magneto could do that. Like he could just be all powerful. Remember he moved that stadium? What the hell was
Yes.
that?
I loved it. I loved how he altered the Sentinels too, to where he could control them, which is insane. He has that level of control over magnets to be able to like weave circuitry and program something. Oh God!
I thought he was just since there was metal in them, controlling the metal and making them do what he wanted. He didn't like reprogram.
He
them, did
reprogrammed them to target humans, if I remember correctly.
That's ridiculous.
Shite.
Oh my god.
Damn it! Okay, so they can't get hit first.
You think they'll ever add
Oh.
the X-Men to the Marvel universe?
Oh yeah, it's a matter of time.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna do it right now, might be the only time because they just have Phase 4 starting and we're surviving from the snap, and so like that's one easy writing tool to bring mutants into the world and why they haven't
you
been there
could say
before.
the radiation from the snap, because they talk about radiation from it in Endgame.
Well, you could do whatever you wanted. Like, if they want to have storylines about interdimensions, then they can say, oh, when the snap, we did 3 snaps in this universe, and now universes are colliding together in dimensions, and these X-Men were from a different universe that had X-Men's, and now,
That'd be
you know,
fun.
like, what, they can do so much. Just when Tony did the snap, he created mutants. Radiation, like you said, fucking so much. You can... It depends what they're trying to do, you know? So if they are trying to do a storyline about those creatures, those alien creatures that have been, like, infiltrating our world and pretending to be people, they can do something about them and how, you know, them being around, oh, some of them mated with humans, created mutant genes, now we got mutants. Anything. Like, they can do whatever the fuck they want if they own it.
I want them to, as somebody who's a huge fan of the original X-Men movies with Hugh Jackman.
Wait a minute, you're a fan of all those movies?
Yeah, I love them. They're not well made, but I still love them. X-Men 1 and 2 were good, and so was Logan.
Logan does not count.
Logan
Towards
was
all
amazing.
Yeah, but it was completely different. It was not the same. And as amazing as it was also kind of shit. Like, my favorite scene is watching Hugh Jackman pick up Xavier, Picard, whatever,
"Fuck you,
and
fuck
wipe
you."
his ass for him.
They should have had a scene where he did that.
They did. They had a bathroom scene. They showed that Wolverine does that for Xavier in Logan.
Which is nice. It shows the difference of his
No,
character
we could have
development.
assumed that. Fuck you.
Why won't
And then
you
this
die?
woman escapes this fucking facility with this camera phone that she used to collect all these videos, and she perfectly edited together like this very well. Like, it's gonna have cuts and her voiceover is on it. Like, she worked really hard to make that video that she shows to Logan. So
It is
that,
convenient. It's not like a shitty potato quality video.
and Logan's whole thing was like, I need a boat. Why? Well, so me and this guy who can't go out in the sun and Xavier could go out on this boat, and whenever Xavier has his little spasms, it'll just be us to almost die. It'll be great.
Yeah, it makes sense for Logan to be fine with being around it, but I'm surprised the I forget what his name is, what his mutant power is too, but the albino guy.
Yeah, albino weirdo character.
Who
Shall I
played
keep
him?
naming problems with this with the best movie that they made about the X-Men? They didn't give us like any other X-Men. That little girl didn't talk for the whole first half of the movie, but then just started talking. They didn't give an explanation. She wasn't like, I was afraid, I was having a hard time. Nothing. She didn't talk, and now she talks and whatever.
Life
murderous
isn't
bitch.
always clear. That's an excuse for poor writing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is intense. Oh man, my health is low. That's what I needed. Booyah. Oh, you think you're gonna stop Forgan Freeman?
Oh, I watched that Darth Vader thing you sent me. It was very well made.
I was gonna ask you about that. Can you plug the channel so that we give credit to them?
A Strider has been spotted by the
I think it's
cranes.
Star Wars Theory.
Yeah, let me make sure. I think it is Star Wars Theory.
Oh, look at how fast that one's moving. Shit.
Well, if we ever have any person ever watching this, we watched this YouTube thing from Star Wars Theory. Yeah, it is Star Wars Theory. We watched Vader Episode 1, Shards of the Past. And if you enjoy Star Wars in any way, shape, or form and are a fan of the Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader storyline, you would need to watch this. I was wondering when the people who made Star Wars had time to make this short, but it was made by fans.
Yeah, and very, very well done, as you said. And the CGI was like, I wonder what kind of budget they had, you know?
Dude, yeah, everything was out of this world, and I can't spoil how the ending was, but I was like, that's a really good cliffhanger. I was like, they didn't give me a reason for why it happened, but I'm like, you don't need it just yet. As long as in the next episode. Oh man. As long as in the next episode, when they come out with an episode
Keep
2,
up the good work, good work. Only a few Striders left.
it gives us maybe a little explanation or some type of reason, because you know, all the person said was power. Why? How is he still here? How is he alive? Power.
Right, but that is how the Emperor would talk. It's just, boy, how did they do that? Or power. That's always the answer, Vader. Don't you know that?
Ah, he's so good. They did it so well, and I feel like they wrote the Emperor better than the people who wrote the last Star Wars movie wrote the Emperor.
Well, the last Star Wars movie was kind of trash.
Kinda trash.
I mean,
you
there
love
were
the X-Men
moments.
movies, but the Star Wars movie was trash.
on your left, and then like 50 million just rebel ships showing up out of nowhere.
The timing was a plum. Like, oh man.
You didn't hear that conversation much. I like it. Did they just knock my car?
Yeah, they wrecked your jalopy, bro.
My jalopy? My hot rod? That's what Gordon Freeman calls his dong. His jalopy. You thought I was gonna say hot rod. Have you seen the movie Red, which stands for Retired Extremely Dangerous?
No.
It's about, okay, strap in. It's about Bruce Willis. You know what? Actually, let's talk about this on the next episode of Gamer Flavor.
Oh, you give yourself more time? Yeah, we only have like a minute or so left in this one. Well, we could call it here since it's just a barren nothing.
I think, well, I'm still...
now we're fighting.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know how long it'll take to finish these guys off. I'm usually pretty good at estimating how long it'll take to finish guys off, but I'm unsure with these. There's just too many of them.
You usually have a lot of control in the situation.
Right, here I'm just, you know, it's whatever they want. Oh my god. Just way too aggressive. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is where I died.
Just having PTSD from the last deaths.
Yeah. Where are they?
That sound.
I know, right? Horror. I gotta make it there before he does, or it does, so that I can get, so I can get the help that's in there. This was a bad shot.
You know what? Not every shot can be perfect. I mean,
or
you
even
could take
good.
a second to aim.
Die!
Have you seen the pitch meeting for the last season of Game of Thrones?
Oh shit. No. No, I haven't, but it sounds like it would tear it a new one, which it deserves.
Oh, he did really well with it because the person pitching the season was just like, oh man, if only we had more time to flesh out everything. And then the producer's like, you can have more time. And the writer's like, oh darn, if only we had the time.
Which is exactly what happened. Well, we got to get into our sweet Star Wars gig.
Yeah, oh man.
I wonder what Star Wars would have been if they had written it. We dodged a... Did we dodge a bullet?
It's tough to say.
Well, we'll find out on the next episode.
Of Dragon Ball Z. Sick.